You can make history, or you will be vilified by it. Now must be our moment for action. The time to answer humankind's greatest challenge is now.
Welcome to BB Love Sports, where sports and gaming is the exquisite fusion. We're about to get into this report. So thank you everyone for logging in. The voice is a lot better after sipping some tea off camera. Welcome all new subscribers, welcome all visitors, and to the TAHDAH Squad period. Thank you so much for being here. So let's get into this report. We have some, let's see, what do you call it? For so long, like long overdue vibrations. So me, in my cosplay mode of Robecca Steam from Monster High, I am so proud to share this moment and this report with you. Here we go. I cannot tell you that going to war music, maybe I should put on a better chill than that. Let's go. Better chill vibes, I think, would be what we need. Because so many long suffering has happened. And the Braves of Atlanta has won the World Series. Yes, yes. Long time coming. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, everybody. So we're about to get into this groove and this vibe. Congratulations. A lot of people were like, wow, what? We could have ended this earlier. I know me and Mourns, we had such great conversations about this, but congratulations. I know Atlanta is very much celebrating. There are a lot of Astro fans that are disappointed, but I have nothing to hold your head down about. But it is Atlanta Braves time, okay? With the final score, not winning the World Series since 1995, 3 home runs, shut it down like clink. All the links just kept going their way. Clink, clink, clink. They were going to knock it out of the park. Literally. And that's exactly what they did. So congratulations. I remember when the Atlanta Braves first came out, and Miss Ada, rest in peace, she was such a big Braves fan. A lot of people. So it is a great time. So you all celebrate. I will be home soon very soon, Atlanta. I'm going to be so glad to relax and get pampered and just be in my chill, you know. So I'm going to be coming home. Also, speaking of Atlanta is in mourning with the transition of Jovita Moore. Jovita Moore is a Emmy award-winning anchor in Atlanta from New York City and has roots in South Carolina. Now, a lot of people did not know that. And I decided to give just enough of the background of me knowing Jovita. We met as little girls. I was the youngest. Okay, I always love saying that. But in South Carolina is where our grandparents hailed from on the maternal side. And not only the connection of them being in South Carolina, they were family friends, they were church members, and they had their children. Their children grew up in the church. Jovita's mother, Miss Yvonne, my mother, and then people leave, and a lot of people did the Great Migration, going up north, Midwest, West Coast, further down south, and made lives. And it is very common for a lot of people who left their homestead that they would send their children or their child back for summers and holidays to stay with the grandparents. And so that is how we met, through the grandparents. I was 5, and JOVI and my aunt Rosalind, they were the same age. Roz was a few months older than JOVI, and I called her JOVI at first because I was 5, and so that would make them 8 going on 9. So then I finally got the Vita part right, and then it was Jovita. So when she would come down, it was just love. I'm not going to get into all the specifics, but you can see the tributes on BB Love Sports on the social media platforms, as well as on 1021 magazine. I want to take this time to thank 1021 for giving love and showing love and doing my posts and stuff like that. I gave love to Jovita as she moved through facing this moment that so many people have faced and so many people will never face. I felt like she did it just exquisitely well under the circumstances, and being an inspiration through this moment. And so Atlanta is mourning, New York is mourning, South Carolina is mourning, and wherever else the lives and people that she touched, they are in mourning. I can not put into words the feeling, but I'm so glad that even after we grew up and we connected again, and just cannot put into words, but that we connected and she knew that she was loved. And yeah, that's a hard one. I was telling different people who called to check on me and who knew the connection in South Carolina. I'm 50 years old. That's 45 years of knowing someone and knowing the families and all that stuff, and it hits a lot different because you start seeing all the flashbacks of moments shared and seeing just everything. So I send condolences once again to Lady Yvonne and to the children and to everyone who was in her inner circle and just everybody who has been touched by such a great person. And I like to take this time, like I told my close one, I said, I could see her grandmother, Miss Alice, say, "Welcome home, Jovita." And she's in really good hands. So I'll be doing more of a tribute, and that will be on the official 1021 magazine platform, and that will be in the beginning of the year, if life shall last for me, for 2022. So let's get into it. Where there's celebration and mourning, and then celebrating a life that has transitioned, this is a feel-good here for Atlanta. Game 6. So there will be highlights and everything that will be happening with this series. But congratulations. Absolutely. Well deserved. That's what you do to clinch your World Series championship, is to make sure you secure and bring those daggers. And that's exactly what the Braves did. They brought the daggers, and they brought them extremely well. So for anyone else who is feeling in such a way, you're going to be all right. So there it is. Since 1995. And we're going to be right back with some more talk here on more of the report. So stay tuned. Okay. Everybody, stay safe in your celebrations. Okay, so we're going to get on into some more of this report here. And we're just going to be going from here, there, and everywhere. So we're going to start off with some good old college info, because that season is going to be winding down. But speaking of great women and women making strides in media, we have for the MEAC, we want to give congratulations here, because it's a rebrand, it's a new time, new vibe. And we say congratulations to Sonja Stills. For MEAC, she will be the incoming commissioner for 2022. Chancellors have all agreed. Presidents have all agreed this is their choice. She will be the first woman of color to take the helm for the MEAC. Who's leaving? It's a retirement. Dr. Dennis E. Thomas announces his plans for retirement. So there is going to be some concerns that has happened at the media press conferences, and with a lot of people who are writing in their concerns. So what are their concerns? Well, a lot of people have left. As far as when I say people, we're talking about teams at HBCU schools that have left the MEAC conference and moved over to different conferences. So, still, you have those who remain. And so, they're going to rebrand around the 8. There is negative talk there saying, well, with many that have left the conference, will there be more to leave the conference? It could be, and if it does, then still, the MEAC will be fine. As I stated before, many colleges, universities, and their athletics program, they leave one conference for another. Then for some reason, they may come back, such as life. So what is happening for now may not always be the case or set in stone. So, speaking of the MEAC, let's talk about the standings. South Carolina State Bulldogs is number 1, okay, in the conference. Number 2 is Norfolk State. Delaware State is in 3. And in 4th is going to be North Carolina Central. 5 and 5th, Howard University. And then Morgan State. South Carolina State's football schedule is going to be for this weekend a home game, so make sure you're coming out and support South Carolina State Bulldogs, everybody. They're going to be facing off with Howard University. This game will start at 1:30 p.m. And so that is a favored for the win. Then on November 13th, it will be North Carolina A&T in Orangeburg. That game will start at 1:30, but make sure you still check to see if there are going to be any changes. Last game of the season is going to be Norfolk State on November 20th. So that's going to round out everything. But the win at somebody else's homecoming, that's exactly what happened the last game between South Carolina State Bulldogs and the North Carolina Central Eagles. Score is very close, but the win goes to the Bulldogs, 27-24. So a lot of people are very happy about those standings, and we are too. So just look forward to more of those vibes. Week 9 is coming up in the NFL, and we're going to talk about that, but we're going to get some good music here, so stay locked in. Week 8, let's lock in some highlights. Let's go! Okay, everybody. My Packers are winning and winning and winning. Okay, I get it. All right, me and my house divided. We talked about this, and I guess he was just trying to say, your quarterback is balling out. And then I said, babes, yes. But do you remember what happened on last season? The choke, the daggers, the communication problems. Hopefully, we will see better outcomes. My house divided is the Packers, yours truly, and Eagles Nation. Pretty good house divided, though. I must say, pretty good house divided. But yes, we understand. We have a new surgence of Aaron Rodgers after the whole drama fest. So when they face off with the Cardinals are doing their thing. So 24-21, good game. A win is a win. The other highlight there was the Patriots and the Chargers, 27-24. Thought that one was pretty good. So let's see here what else we have in a highlight. Buccaneers and Saints. 36-27. Broke the winning streak. It was not a shock for a lot of people because the Saints are pretty solid. And even through the wins with the Buccaneers, you could see that there was going to be some exposing there that many teams could capitalize off of. Cowboys still doing their thing. 20-16 over the Vikings. And the Jaguars just have not found their sea legs yet. 7-31. Seahawks would win that one. Also in the conversation with Babes, he was like, maybe that could be a good place for Cam Newton to land. I said negative. And the reason why is that I don't see that as a good fit, even though the Jaguars are losing. You just have to get the pieces that this quarterback needs and let him develop. So I don't see that as a landing place, but you never know where else a landing place could be. For me, I'm still looking at there could be a spot there in Texans land. There could be a spot there. I told him even possibly Pittsburgh could be a spot there for the Lions. And a good possibility that could be a possibility there for the Chicago Bears. But with Jacksonville, I just don't see that, even with the dismal vibrations that they have. So I'm going to give my picks right now for week 9. Jets and Colts face off. I still like what I see, the glimmers of good vibes with the Jets. And so I'm going to go with the Jets on that. But the favor will be the Colts. Falcons and Saints, always a great matchup. This will be really good on the highlight for much needed yen for Atlanta, for the Falcons to win. So it could go either way, but I give the edge to the Saints. But the momentum, the Falcons could definitely do it. Browns and Bengals, what a matchup for this one. I give the edge to the Bengals, but don't be surprised to see the Browns pull up. Broncos and Cowboys. I'm going to give a wild card there to the Broncos. This was pretty evenly matched. It could go either way. Cowboys should be able to dominate, but I'm going to go ahead and give the wild card pick to Broncos. Texans and Dolphins. I'm going to give this one to the Dolphins. Either one of these are going to be like wild card picks, but I'm definitely just going to see what happens. Packers and Chiefs, they meet again. Okay? So, what's going to happen here? Well, both are trying to win, but definitely you see a little bit more hunger coming from the Chiefs. But I'm going to go ahead and rock with the Packers and see what happens. Titans and Rams. This is going to be another good one. I'm going to rock with the Rams. Let's see what they do. Raiders and Giants. Now, Raiders did their thing, but I'm going to go with G-Men. Let's see what they do. Can they pull up some more? Bills and Jaguars. I'm going to still do a wild card and rock with the Jaguars. I know you're like, oh, baby, dagger yourself. But I'm not. Bills should clinch that, but hey, we'll see what happens. Patriots and the Panthers. Well, for this one, it's going to be a nice matchup, but I'm going to give this one to the Panthers. Patriots does have the edge. Vikings and Ravens. Well, as much as they are in the same boat, I'm going to go to give an edge to the Vikings. Let's see what they do. Chargers and Eagles. This is going to be a really good matchup. You cannot count out the Chargers. But this one, I'm going to go on with Babe's team. Let's see. Eagles. See what they do. But they got to definitely watch those Chargers. Cardinals and 49ers. Cardinals are still that team. That's this quiet storm. It's just handing those daggers and getting those wins. Right there. So, with this one, I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Might be an upset, though. 49ers. Bears and Steelers. I am so trying to say, still let the quarterbacks develop. On this one, I'm going to do wild card and go with the Bears. it's going to be Monday Night Football. And Thursday Night Football for the Week 10 starting out is going to be Ravens and Dolphins. For this one, I'm going to go with the Ravens. So we'll see what happens. AFC East, the Bills are leading 5-2. Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. AFC West, Raider Nation, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos. AFC North, well, the Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns. AFC South, Titans, Colts, Jaguars, Texans. Then when you move on over to the NFC East, Cowboys, Eagles right there with 3-5. Washington, Giants. NFC West, Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, Seahawks. King of the North, NFC North, Packer Nation, my Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions. NFC South, Buccaneers still in the 6-2, followed by the Saints, 5-2, Panthers, Falcons. So there you have it with this report on the NFL. So stay tuned because we're going to be doing some college vibrations here. So keep it locked.